This is the 89th Taiku in the Babylonian Talmud, and it's noteworthy because the 89th Taiku coincides with the day that the Daf Yomi learning program starts the tractate and the order. The tractate is Zavachim and the order of Kachim. And this is very significant, connecting to work that I've been doing. So I thought about mentioning in the Daf Yomi or the Taiku, so I'll mention both. This is the PL89 Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar, and it's based on the number 89 for several reasons. But as time and calendar and the way things are arranged has it, the 89th day starts Zvachim, which is all about sacrifices. And the calendar is based on 8 plus 9. That's one of the reasons why it's called 89. But it's also a calendar based on 90 days and another marking point, which is 88 days, and that averages out to 89. And it's 89 for several other reasons as well. But it's based on the number 40. And what's very interesting is that, and I'll mention that, God willing, in the Daf Yomi portion of this. But 40 is the gematria of the word chatat in ordinal gematria. Now, most people do gematria that aleph is 1, bet is 2, and when you get to yud, you get to 10, you start going by tens. So yud is 10, kaf is 20, lamed is 30, etc. And then when you get to kuf, it goes by hundreds. And that's one way, and that's, I would say, the most common way of doing gematria. But there's another way of doing gematria where, and another way of doing it that's very common is gematria katan, which is a small number, which means that when you get to yud, you just it's only single digits. So 10 is really 1, 20 is 2, etc. So it's just, the only numbers you're ever going to see is going to be 1 through 9. So top is going to be 4. It's 400, but it's just, you drop all the zeros. Just take every number and you drop the zeros. But there's another way, and there's some incredible results called Mispar Seder. And it's not used very commonly, but you can find some amazing results if you study it. Mispar Seder means that you just count the letters of the alphabet as if it's ordinal. So there's 20 main letters, not counting the final letters like Kaf, Sofid, or Pei, Sofid, or anything like that. You just count the basic numbers, and Shin is just one letter, just Shin. It's not Shin and Sin, it's just Shin, and Bet, and just all the basic letters is 22 letters. So you just go Aleph is 1, Bet is 2, and you count up to number 22, like that. And so Taf is 22, Shin is 21, etc. If you do that, there's some amazing things. And I thought that since we're starting Zavachim right now, it's appropriate to mention it. And we coincided with 89. The word chatat in ordinal gematria is 40. This calendar is based on 40. The word ha'asham is equal to 40. And this calendar is based on 40. And the word olah is, in ordinal gematria, 39. But in gematria, we have a rule called kolalim. Kolalim means that if it's one off, you can count the sum of letters as a point in and of itself. I usually don't use kolalim, but recently I found a new appreciation for kolalim, and it's actually a rule based on the Torah. It's based on gematria, very interesting gematria, but I usually don't use kolalim, but sometimes I do. In this case, it's just too close that it can't be connected. So Ola, and even the fact that it is one off, is a whole other discussion about 39 and 40. It has to do with the 40 minus 1 whips, but that's a different discussion. But basically, How interesting is it that we're starting Zavachim today, and the word chatat, ha'asham, and ola all have a numerical value of 40, and the PL 89 calendar coincides with Taiku 89 on the day we start Zvachim. It's hard to really grasp how lined up that is. And so with that, I will start the 89th Taiku, which is found in Tractate Nazir, page 51a, with the words by Rav Yirmiyah, Rakav haba mina akev mahu, ki gamrinan rakav haba mikulemet, avodat mina akev lo, o dilma loshna. Rabbi Yirmiyah raised another dilemma concerning the dust of a corpse. With regard to dust that comes from the heel, what is the halacha? The Gemara explains the two sides of the dilemma. Do we say that when we learn this halacha through tradition, is it only in reference to dust that comes from all the corpse? But with regard to dust that comes from its heel, no. This halacha does not apply, or perhaps it is no different. Tashema Titani Rabbi Nasan Rabbi Yoshaya Rakav haba mishne metim tameh V'isa gedaita haba mina kevla Zil hacha dilma derech akev ka'ate V'hacha dilma derech akev ka'ate. The Gemara suggests a resolution of this dilemma. Come in here as Rabbi Natan, son of Rabbi Oshaya, taught. Dust that comes from two corpses is impure, and if it enters your mind that dust that comes from the heel does not impart impurity, go here and consider that perhaps the dust came from the heel, and go here too and consider that perhaps it came from the heel. The fact that the dust is considered definitely impure shows that dust from the heel imparts impurity as well. If the Gemara rejects this argument. If the entire corpse decayed and the dust came from the heel, so too it is all impure, as the dust of the heel is not considered to be a foreign substance. Rather, here, Rabbi Natan is referring to a case where one limb decayed and the dust came from the heel. It was with regard to this situation that Rabbi Yirmiyah asked, what is the halacha? Does this dust impart impurity or not? No answer was found, and therefore the Gemara states that the dilemma shall stand unresolved.